So, hello folks, this is Veli-Martin Keitel, and today I'm gonna talk about this very fascinating phenomenon called the Mandela effect. For anybody who doesn't know what a Mandela effect is, I recommend you Google it or check it in YouTube. There you'll find lots of basic information and lots of examples of this particular thing. And I was going to make my first English language video about this topic, about certain specific Mandela effects that have touched me personally and that I've researched a lot and found interesting things about. But I decided to make this video first about a specific Mandela effect that is very interesting to me at the moment. Firstly, because I am absolutely certain myself of the way this used to be before and how it has now changed. And secondarily, because this, which is really fascinating, seems to be now a Mandela transition in process, because you can find the old version and the new version at the same time overlapping. I can imagine that some of you are now a bit surprised that is this really called Epsom salt now instead of Epsom salt as many of us remember it. And I can zoom into this and show that in various languages here, in English, French, Spanish, Italian and other languages, and also in German, which is not included here, it is now spelled with an M. And I am particularly sure that it used to be Epson with an N, because I associated it originally with the Epson printers. Being a graphic artist and working lots with graphics and printing, if we go to Wikipedia and we start looking for this, here I am in the German side where the Epsom salts is here. I actually did a search with Epsom salt, and if I do this, it finds nothing. But when I write Epsom salts, then it does find it. And it says Weiterleitung von Epsom Salz. And why is it there? Because it's already correctly spelled. And if I do the same search in English, it's a bit different. Let's go to the English Wikipedia and search with quotes so that it's more exact. Epsom salt. It does go to the corresponding page, but it says redirected again from Epsom salt because there was a misspelling. So the English Wikipedia recognizes that there is a misspelling, and then it redirects to the correct spelling. But if I do any other misspelling like Epsom salt, for example, there is no redirection. And so this is a bit strange. And now I want to show you it in Italian. Sale di Epsom. Again, there is no hits, but instead it says that maybe you are looking for Sale di Epsom, and when you go there, you get to the correct page, So questo wiki esiste una pagina il cui nome è Sale di Epsom. So this is again strange because it says that this page exists under the name Sale di Epsom, and this is exactly what I wrote. Yeah, now it's the same as it was with the German version. Reindirizzamento da Sale di Epsom. This is another indication that this is the change is in process, so that the proxy, the memory of Wikipedia still has some confusion about this, whether it is Epson or Epsom. So this is very illogical what is happening here. Actually, it's possible to find pages, particularly in French and Italian, what I've looked so far, where the actual product is in a photo and you have the old spelling there. Epsonita Sel Epson also in the caption here. And these seem to be pages that haven't been updated for some time. And what I'm going to show you now are some screenshots that I collected here in a Photoshop file. So as you can see, and I have some more than 30 screenshots here that are interesting. So here is a Finnish page where you have Epsom salt in the new spelling. And this is a Finnish site. Most Finnish sites about this product have been changed into the new version, but here you can find the title of the page and the address of the page, and the title of the text here is spelled in the old way, and still in the text it has changed. This is typical for the Mandela effect, that you have in text both versions. But what makes this so special is that we actually have photos of the original, and supposedly now, if things work as they are supposed to with the Mandela effect, these photos will either disappear or they will be updated as well, and that would be quite an amazing thing if that happens, because I have taken these screenshots, and maybe others are taking them also now. So if the photos then change of the exactly same products and on the same pages, then it will be quite a proof that the reality indeed is somehow shifting in a weird way. And here is a research in Google with quotes for Epsom salt in the spelling that most of us remember it. And then we go to the Italian pages. And this was a shocker for me, because at first when I came to this site, what I saw was that this was spelled here in the title with an M, and then in the picture with an N. And I thought, wow, that never happened, that you have the old version in the photo and the new version in the caption. Other way around it does happen. But then, when I looked again, after looking briefly elsewhere, it had changed. The caption had also changed into Epson. And I was totally blown away by this, because, it seemed that this is changing in front of my eyes. And I've heard other people saying this, that this is changing before their eyes. And then I thought, no, it can't be. It must be because there is this CSM. So I got the M from here, and that's why I thought it was Epsom. So I kind of wanted to think that this is too impossible, that it's too crazy. It was a mistake I made. But it actually happened again, just very shortly after, here the title of the actual page is with an M, Epsom, the new version, but the address has the old version. And I'm pretty sure that after a while, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, these will be corrected, so that this will be Epsom. But then it will be really strange if the photo still remains the same. So this is very interesting. And then this is just one example of many cases where you have a photo of the new version together with a caption of the old version. And again, this is something that is Mandela effect in action, that the original stuff, which is in this case is the products and the photos of the products, have changed, but the reference has remained the same, at least for a while, until it's also updated. Here I was, this is again very interesting. I made a Google image search for the exact expression of Saale di Epsom, so in quotes, and it doesn't find anything, and it just suggests Saale di Epsom, and at the same page you have the first images spelled all with Epsom, and this is not supposed to exist at all. This is really crazy. And here 5 super benefits from this salt Epsom in the title, and yet quite next to it is the other spelling. So if you think that this was originally always so, what's the point for the person who made this ad to use both of these spellings so close to each other? And here again Epsom, and then only later you start having these pictures of Epsom salt, which is again the English version. And I thought first that maybe in Italian there are 2 alternative versions, but then according to Wikipedia, there is only one spelling also in the Italian language for Epsom salt, and it is with an M, not as these photos are suggesting. So here we have another version of the same ad with exactly the same stuff, the 5 ways this salt is beneficial, and here it is Epsom in both. So we are like catching this effect in action, where you have really these overlapping versions until all of them maybe will change. What I have here now is again a page where the photo is showing the old version, and I have done a search on the page, and there's 9 occurrences of this old spelling Epsom, but still on the same page there are, this is scrolled down lower, but it's the same page, there are 3 occurrences of Epsom, overlaps again. Here I have again searched another page in Italian, which has talks about the Epsom salt, and there's no occurrences of the old spelling, but they are all in the new spelling. And this was the other time when the same happened to me. When I saw this and I looked at the caption, I read it Epsom with an M. And I thought, okay, now here we have this again, that there is the new version in the caption and the old version in the picture. And then I looked down from it, and when I looked up again, it had the caption had changed to match the picture. And because this happened for the second time, I thought, now this is really happening, this is changing. I'm somehow now witnessing this Mandela effect in action. Although what is really peculiar is that it's going the wrong way, because it's supposed to change into M, but it was changing from M into N. When I was again searching in Italian, I came to this page where there are links to this Epsom salt products, and it goes to this picture that has English text. Here this apparently is Spanish, so you have again the we actually have it in Italian here as well, and you have the Epsom written in 3 languages, Spanish, Italian and English, and yet in the caption here you have the old. And why on earth would somebody do this accidentally when they have the photo in front of their eyes? Why would they misspell it in the text? So then when I was going to the French pages, where the old version is either Celle Epsom or Celle d'Epsom, where you have this alternative spelling, so it's like salt of or from Epsom. Then there is again the first picture has the old version here, and then the next ones have the new one, but still you have this variety. This time you actually have this thing what I thought I'd seen earlier. Let's see if this also changes. Now I'm really looking at this carefully, that in the caption or the title you have the new spelling, and in the picture you have the old spelling. And let's see if this also changes in front of my eyes, or even in front of the eyes of you people who are watching this video right now, if it changes into Epsom, or which would be even more dramatic, if the text changed in the photo here. So this is a lot of stuff here to digest, and I kind of have the feeling that maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe I'm just making a fool out of myself. But at the moment, for me, it seems this is the most interesting Mandela effect to me ever, because we have not only the references to the old version, but actual photographic evidence of the old spelling of this product. And let's see in the near future what happens to these links. I have saved these screenshots with the addresses of these pages, and I will go and check them again in the near future. And if their photos will be updated, I will certainly make another video and get back into this. Until that, ci vediamo, see you another time, and have a good time. This is Veli-Martin Keitel. Bye.